How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having a great and exceptional day. Not going to be on too late tonight long tonight, because I'm going to EY University's Invest Fest. So remember, I believe this is their third one in the United States. And I remember going last year, I actually attended online because I didn't go. I went to Atlanta like 2 months before the event, or 3 months before the event, which was in May. And I had the pleasure of going to my own Black business event in my hometown last year. But I said to myself, I'm going to UIL University Invest Fest this year, and I'm going to Atlanta for that. And it's going to be all about learning about economics, learning about crypto, learning about investing in the stock market, other various different aspects of investing with the insurance policies, family businesses, supporting Black-owned businesses, and and having some fun all at the same time at this event. So that's the whole purpose of me going to Atlanta, not doing anything else but doing that. It's a money move, it's an investment, and it's worth more than it's definitely worth being able to do this. So it is what it is, and hopefully I'll see a lot of people there, and I will meet a lot of new people, because that is the purpose of me going to an event like this, is to actually do some networking. I did very minimal networking at the event I went to last year. Did a heck of a lot more networking at the event I went to in Wilmington, Delaware, which is right outside of Philadelphia. And with this going to Atlanta, it's going to be a lot of people. So, first time, will it be my last? Who knows? But either way, hey, I'm a part of EY University, so I'm happy that I'm going to be there. Nothing like some good cold tea. Been running around all day. It's the first time I'm actually really sitting down. So excuse me as I take a breath. All right, we're good. So having various amounts of conversations today with people who are business people who are employees, people who have climbed the corporate ladder, the government ladder, the small business ladder, the whole nine. People have been climbing various ladders. But the more and more I talk to people, the more and more the words quality of life come to mind. People don't care about having a big house, a nice car. They care about the quality of life for themselves, and especially people who have families. And people are willing to go into various amounts of debt in order to be able to have decent quality of life. And then you have people who do not mind having their paychecks, or their salaries cut, if that means that they can work from home. Because I know that there's rumors out there that there's different variants of COVID that are popping up. The CDC is talking about now. Bear in mind, get the information from the CDC. I don't need to get flagged for putting out information that I read on the CDC's website. They're talking about people wearing masks again, and like, I'm going to wear a mask when I go get on the airplane. I stopped doing it, but I'll start doing it just to be on the safe side, because I don't even like getting a cold. So I definitely don't want any variant of COVID or any other freaking sickness out there, period. I like to be healthy. So anyways, but my personal opinion when it comes to that, before I even go forward, I don't think the United States is going to shut down the way that it did before. I think more precautionary measures will be taken care of, will be implemented, just because of what people, and this is my theory, this isn't a fact, so I'm not putting it out there as that. But I think because, it costs the country so much money, even when Trump was in office, Biden's in office, so don't make it a political thing. It costs the country so much money to shut things down and to have a lockdown from an economic standpoint. I don't think the country can really withstand having to pause people's rents, pause people's mortgages, and dish out more stimulus checks and stimulus packages. I really don't see that happening. So I just think more people, the smart people, have tried to do the best to become more healthier and be more precautious, and we go from there. But the reason why I say the economic tide has turned is I had a conversation with individuals. I'm not going to give particulars, but I've seen so many people either retire from their job or quit their job, take a lower paying job. Even a young lady that's a successful real estate agent that I went to school with. Her and her family are looking to leave the DMV area, and they're looking to move like a Wyoming, a Colorado, more of a rockiest, mountainous place. And she's willing to give up her nice commission, because especially if you live in a DMV and you're a successful real estate agent, your commissions are on fire. She's willing to leave her high paying job and move her family to another part of the country, because she's tired of the quality of life that they're living. She's tired of the hustle and bustle of the DMV. I get that. I think her husband has a successful online business, and they had that power couple, power dynamics, which is a beautiful thing. So um, so they have that going on, and she's willing. She's like, hey, I can be a real estate agent anywhere, but her mindset is she wants to be able to actually work for the park services and just to be able to do tours. And I think I not I think I know that I did a video about this young lady who quit her job. Um, her and her boyfriend, they quit their jobs living in Northern California, and they went to work for the park services and did the whole community shared living, sharing bathrooms, community spaces, and all that great stuff. And she might have took a pay cut, but her quality of life went up, and she couldn't be more happier. And I think that's more and more things that a lot of younger people are doing nowadays, especially if they don't have as many responsibilities. And this young lady's my age, her and her husband, so they have they have two children, but their kids are in high school. So I think they're looking to make the move within the next year or two when their kids graduate from high school, because they're looking for a better quality of life. And when I say the economic turn is changing, I'm talking about the economic turn in regards to people's willing to give up certain things and sacrifice a lot of things to increase their quality of life. Because in most major metropolitan areas, a lot of people are just not happy. They can't, and I don't care if it's in Dallas, San Francisco, New York, Atlanta. A lot of people are tired of the hustle and bustle. A lot of people, want to live out in the middle of nowhere. They want to wake up to beautiful sunrises over mountains and not just wake up to over overcrowded suburbs and overcrowded cities, and all that good stuff. So that's and a lot of employers are seeing that. That's why a lot of, especially in the private sector, a lot of employers are still allowing people to work from home, because you even still have a lot of people you can thank the pandemic for this. They're still making six-figure salaries, but they might be living in the middle of Mississippi, Wyoming, middle of Texas, enjoying every single minute of it. Walk outside, nothing but acres of land. And I talk about this on a regular basis, but I say the economic turn is changing because people, at the end of the day, it's the quality of life that matters for a lot of people. It has nothing to do with anything else. It is all about the quality of life. And some people understand that. Some people don't understand that. So it's one of those, it is what it is. Um, and even in today's job market, there's still a lot of long entry level careers that are helping people set up for long-term success. Um, and at the end of the day, so a great example, you have um, ironically, a front desk agent at a hotel can start off making up to $70,000 per year if they are considered to be a good salesperson. Even substitute teaching is the easy way to get, especially if you're in college and only can work part time, is a great way to make some extra money. And these are just a lot of jobs that are not, I don't consider them long term, but I consider them positions that can put you in a position to be around other people, be able to network, and um, help you get in the right mindset that, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, et cetera, and so forth with the rest of your life. Because I believe my generation, the 80s babies, we were the last generation to buy into, well, you just go to college, you get a job, and everything will work itself out. I believe we were the last generation to buy into that. Everyone else coming behind us is thinking outside of the box because they know they have no choice. You know, another other jobs that, because if you ever check out the channel Timothy Ward, I'm not making any money from it, but he's a guy I always talk about him. He's a guy that gave up his life living in Gainesville, Florida, and now he travels the country working odd jobs, and he could not be happier. Post office jobs, and hey, a lot of great thing about post office jobs. Great example: if you're successful being a post office worker, and say if you wanted to get a job with working for UPS, well, heck, do you know that UPS long haul truckers are making $170,000 a year? Now, I don't know about you, but that's pretty good, especially for a lot of truckers are smart, because a lot of the best ways that truck drivers are able to save a lot of money is they don't own a house, or a lot of times they only rent a room out because they're living their life on the road. They're willing and turning the trucks on a regular basis, and I've seen truck drivers become millionaires just by not owning a house, by sleeping in the truck, sleeping in hotels, cheap hotels every now and then, or just renting out a room, or just utilizing long-term Airbnbs. That's another thing that people don't realize a lot of times. So that's how my cousin was able to buy his house cash money. You know what I mean? So payroll is a great entry level job, especially if you're looking to have a career in finance. Even a lot of times a school, and ironically, school bus driver, the guy Timothy Ward, or not him, but it was another person that live in that kind of, they call a nomadic lifestyle. He's a truck. That gentleman, I forgot his name, but he was driving school buses part time and doing Uber Eats part time just to make ends meet. And then he was doing a lot of seasonal work, because for a lot of people, they don't want a regular job. They like being able to quote unquote be their own bosses, and they might not have a 401k, but they have individual retirement accounts, so they're able to contribute to something like that, where the money's getting invested and the money's growing, and they can be able to have access to that money just like anyone would a 401k when they reach a certain age. That nomadic lifestyle. That's what I mean by the economic term. Economic tide is turning in the United States of America, because people are choosing quality of life over regular, basic, um, mundane living. Because for a lot of people, it's suicide. Unfortunately. Um, But anyways, other jobs such as legal administration, especially more and more corporations, um, are doing their best to build up legal teams, because they get sued all the time. They face lawsuits all the time. They have to deal with heck, even tax attorneys, things of that nature. They have to deal with the federal government as far as ensuring that the corporations are getting the right tax write-off, so they don't get in trouble with the IRS, because nobody wants to get in trouble with the IRS. So these are just things to take into consideration. Court reporters, especially now that the courts are back open, there's a lot of money to be made in law enforcement. People don't even realize that, especially even when you even think about the contracts when it comes to law enforcement. Heck, janitorial contracts, trash removal contracts, landscaping contracts, construction contracts, vending machine contracts, food service contracts, um, what is it? Basically crime scene contracts. So long haul contracts. What is it? Buddy of mine who lives in New Orleans, he has a contract with the state of Louisiana, and he has a contract with the city of New Orleans. He is a tow truck driver. So having those contracts, these are things that are taken into consideration with dealing with law enforcement. All right. Um, and that's it when it comes to that list. I had some other jobs on there, but I don't think most people, the one job that's considered a job that most people don't want nowadays is a corrections officer and a police officer. And after me going to Oakland, California, and seeing how and San Francisco, California, seeing how the lack of a police presence in the most expensive part of the United States of America, I kind of understand it, and I kind of get it. So it's kind of an interesting thing. On that note, I'll leave it at that. Excuse me a second. All righty. And last but not least, before I call it a night, I'll be going live on Instagram. So if you want to check me out while I'm down there with at the EYL University people. But outside of that, this will be my last live for the week, and I'm going to be calling it a night. So now this one reminds me why the tide is turning when it comes to people's economic livelihoods. All right, it's very simple. When I saw this article 2 hours ago, a 100-year-old man breaks world record for working the same company for 84 years, and he does not plan to retire. Now, for me, this is sad, but okay at the same time. It's sad because to me, there's two. I know men like this. There's a guy that works in my office who's like this nicest guy on the planet. I think he's 81 or 82 years old, but he looks like he's 60 years old. Got great genes. They say black don't crack, right? Anyways, problem is, are you working because you need something to do, or are you working because you have to work? The gentleman in my office, I know he's working because he likes to have something to do, number one, and then two, he has an economic plan for him to specifically retire in the next year. But if I live to be 80 some years old, I want to be, if I'm working somewhere, it's because I want to, not because I have to. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right. Okay, so this is crazy. So it says the 100-year-old from Brazil has broken an out. He's 100 years old, by the way. He's not in his 80s. He's 100 years old. He's from Brazil. He's broken an outstanding Guinness World Record after working with the single company for 84 straight years. The outstanding man by the name of Walter Orthman started working with a company known as the Renox View, previously Industrious Renox SA, in 1938, and ever since he started, he has remained as a member of the company's family up until today. Till today's day. Earlier this month, Walter Orthman clocked 100 years on Earth and was awarded the outstanding Guinness World Record as the oldest man alive to have served a single company for 84 straight years. God bless him. Sharing his view on what he describes as his proudest achievement, Walter Ortman narrates that back in 1938, kids were expected to work to help support the family, and so his parents helped him get to work doing back in 1938. They That's what the article says. He helped support his family because this is during the Great Depression times, and everybody had to pitch in. He was the oldest son of 5. His mother took him to find a job at the age of 14. He told Guinness World Records he applied for a job at a nearby weaving mill, and because of his strong proficiency in German, he was hired on the spot. After starting at the age of 14, he was promoted severely up to the position of sales manager. He stated, and I quote, "When we do what we like, we don't see the time go by." And I always say that as well. I mean, that, when you're doing something that you love and that you're passionate about, it's not really work to you anymore, and and to me, it's like, hey, if you're enjoying yourself and your quality of life is awesome, that's all that matters. Yeah, I cannot put it any other way. But anyways, he says Ortman says nothing that a secret to success that has kept him going over the years by focusing on what's in front of him. He says, all I care about is that tomorrow will be another day in which I will wake up, get up, exercise, and go to work. You need to get busy with the present, not the past or the future. I get that. Here and now is what counts, he told Guinness Records. And that's it. I think this is a great story because, see, once again, it kind of coexists. Like I said, personally, me, if I'm 100 years old, I don't really want to work for the same company, but hey, everybody's different. But it goes back to what I always say, quality of life. If you're happy with what you're doing, then that's all that matters. And I know for a lot of people, the only thing that keeps them going is a job. Now, me personally, I think that's sad. I think we should find passion in doing other things outside of our employer. But especially him, he comes from that generation, like working. You were proud to have a job, especially a good paying job, especially a job with benefits, because he come from the Great Depression era. So the mindset is different. I'm not mad at that. Now we're in the era of, hey, my quality of life matters the most. Where I live at matters the most. The people I engage with matters the most. I remember when I made that video about that one young lady. I think it was on my other channel, Patterson Properties LLC. The thing that her and her significant other liked the most about their jobs is they were able to meet a lot of new people because they were working at various different resorts. So that they met people from all over the world. And then they were able to network with people from all over the world and have new experiences with people all over the world. And like I said, a lot of times when you're doing that, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about people who are in the entertainment business, whether you're a comedian, whether you're singer, rapper, actor, actress, performer on any level. You get to meet, even the people in sports. You get to meet different people. You get to travel all over the place. You get to live a lifestyle that most people would only get to dream of. So I leave it at that. So anyways, on that note, family, I'm out. Hopefully you guys have a great day. EWIL University, Atlanta, Georgia. It's going down. The event starts on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's where I'm going to be. So on that note, as always say, do the great thing, free things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money moves, or you're going to live, bro, like a fool. Take care. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc., and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc., and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc., and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels, so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program, and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching. And hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, and things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day.